What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today in this video we're going to talk about 6 big tech stocks, and now let's get right into it with Meta, which is up once again $3.73, 1.92%. Now we got a lot of upgrades today here on Meta by a lot of analysts, and not only that, the layoff news is still going on here on Meta, guys, and that's why this thing is up. Now look at this insane move. And that's why when I look at Tesla, I think it's still at a healthy level where this stock is not connecting with the market. Nothing. This thing is going up every day pretty much just on that layoff news. And if you think about it, that is not a good news for anybody. People are getting laid off. They're out of their jobs. And look at this. Guess what's happening, guys? Another thing I want to share here on Meta. Do you guys remember on that earnings buybacks? So they're actually firing people 10,000, not hiring another 5,000. They were supposed to hire, so 15,000. And what's happening with those people that are getting fired? What's happening with the money? I think, and that's how the banks also got hit, because they were buying other stuff with people's money. And now Meta here, I think that's what they're doing, buying back Meta, because this is not retail buying the dip and pushing Meta higher. This is insane. It's not following the market, just going up. And now, out of nowhere, why there are so many upgrades here on Meta? Absolutely make no sense. And also we got this double top. So going into next few days, now double top does not mean that it has to come down from here. It can go, possibly 200, 205, and still could be a double top, and then we could see a rejection and coming down. And look at all these gaps, guys. This is insanity here on Meta. So many gaps down here, gaps right here, right here. If you go back and look at some shorter time frames on Meta, you're going to see a lot of gaps. Now on Tesla, yes, it was at 217, came down to 164. Massive dip, right? It's pretty good. But look at this here. From 197, what we got? 170. That's it. That's the dip. This massive gap is still open at 153.58, and Meta is nowhere close to this gap, sitting close to 200. So who's going to fill this massive gap? And that's why if you're going long here on Meta and buying calls, only thing I can say is good luck. Now Meta here going into tomorrow, still under that resistance right here, 197, 198. If that breaks, you're looking at 200 on Meta. To the downside, the gap we opened up yesterday, guys, massive, and that's also a big support. Now in the short term, look at this upper Bollinger Band sitting at 194, and the stock again not even getting any connection to this lower Bollinger Band, sitting almost at 198. So early as tomorrow, if not in next few days, we're going to see a retracement. I think Meta will come down, and look at this. This thing was actually down in the morning. We saw a gap down in the morning. It was down about 2%, and then we opened around 192.95, was down only about 1%, and then we saw a rally back up to the upside. I think it was like 195, 196, and then again came back down to 190. And if you look at my screen, now we do have support around 190, and if that gives up, we also have support at 186.77. And then watch out for this gap fill down here at 183.78, and that's also a big support on Meta. Below that, we could be coming down to 182, 178, 173. And now we're going to look at Apple. On Apple stock, it's up 0.26% on the day, and I actually bought the dip today in the morning while trading live in my Discord at 150, 152.50 calls, and this thing actually paid, but I sold out early because Today was a tough day to day trade. I mean, look at this, chop, chop, chop all day, going back and forth, not really going anywhere. Apple came down to 150, and why we are holding 150 as a support? I mean, look at this insane supports here on Apple stock. We got 13 SMA, 20 SMA, 5 SMA, all sitting here, and we also have supported 150. So Apple, guys, looks like money coming back into tech sector right now. We saw a different kind of market today, and that is strange. Money coming back into tech. Apple is up, Microsoft is up, Meta up, Google up, Amazon up. So money coming back. But if you look at stocks like Boeing, UL, Disney, Caterpillar, anything that has to do anything with Dow Jones, IWM, Russell 2000 ETF, getting massive sell-off, where techs, right here, mega names like Apple, Google, Microsoft, doing really well today. So we'll find out very soon where this market wants to go, because this is really strange. We're seeing money coming back into tech, which is a risky asset. But money coming out of where? Stocks like Boeing, Caterpillar, and that's not good, guys. So someone, market makers, planning something big, we just don't know. We have to wait and find out. Another thing I want to point out that yes, Apple stock is still trading within the range 50, 55, 150, 155. But look at this. We do not have much room to the upside. We got upper Bollinger Band actually coming down, and the lower one actually getting flattened right here. So that means one thing, this Bollinger Band squeeze can lead to a massive sell-off unless we get that breakout. And I would say Apple needs to break 157, and that's going to be insanely bullish here for Apple stock. Until then, guys, this fake pump one day, I mean, who knows? They might be just pumping for 1 or 2 days, maybe a week, and then you're going to see, techs getting destroyed and everything coming down at once. So be careful out there. It's a very strange market right now. Apple stock going into tomorrow, support level to watch 150 definitely. To the upside, 155 as a resistance. Below 150, we could be coming down to 146.71 to fill this gap down here. And that's going to be also a support, and then 145 red line, and also lower Bollinger Band sitting close to 145, and that's going to be also a strong support on Apple. And now we're going to look at Amazon. On Amazon stock, we're up 1.39%, and Amazon looking bullish, and looks like we might have a chance to fill this gap at 98.10 early as tomorrow. Now, I said it in my last video that yes, all the other tech names, especially Meta, Apple, even Tesla, overvalued right now. But Amazon, Google, these two stocks right here, guys, getting hammered. I mean, look at this. I mean, these two stocks right here actually went nowhere. I mean, this is the low right here. And we came down to 88 bucks. That was Monday. So Amazon and Google went absolutely nowhere in last 1 year. Just sitting here in between like 80 to 100. And that's why I think that is a bargain getting that deal on Amazon at 80 bucks, 90, and also same thing on Google. So going into tomorrow, support level to watch will be down here at 94.56, 93.45, $90. To the upside, looks like we gotta close above 96, red line 50 SMA. So if that holds tomorrow, we're going to see a quick trip to fill this gap all the way up here at 98.10, and that's gonna be also a resistance here on Amazon. And now we're going to look at Google. So Google stock also up 2.5% on the day, and Google, like I said yesterday, I do have a small short position here on Google, because look at this, guys. We're already hitting this upper Bollinger Band. So now Google here, we're going to see some consolidation, and look at this move today from 93 all the way up to almost 90, or actually we went up to 97.25 high for the day, and just where we should be getting rejected, we got rejected at 97 exactly, and now it's trading at 96.55. So going into tomorrow, if we can take out, just like Meta, getting above Bollinger Band, take out 97, we could see a move all the way up to 100. Below 97, watch out for the support at 95, 93 white line 20 SMA, and then back down to $90. And now we're going to look at Microsoft. So on Microsoft, I actually got more puts on Microsoft, and I went long. So I'm short here on Microsoft, but when long, I think 250 will come and it's going to pay. There is no reason we got here on Microsoft. No big news, nothing. With trashy earnings we had last time here on Microsoft, we never came down to fill this gap down here at 225. And this market, as of right now, guys, I mean, look at this. Also, we're getting that Bollinger Band squeeze here on Microsoft. Now, when you see a bull trend, usually you will see upper Bollinger Band going up straight. Like if you look at NVIDIA, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Here, in this case, no, it's coming down. The lower one actually going up. So we're getting a squeeze in between Bollinger Bands here on Microsoft. And now we're also at the resistance 266. And we got rejected, now sitting at 265.44. So it's going to be critical. Yes, this thing can probably get up to, 274. That is possible. That's where we got rejected before. But now, with what's happening in the market, this thing, I mean, look at this insanity, guys. With absolute nothing going on, huge volume today. We got 245 on Monday, and now almost 267. That is an insane move here on Microsoft. And if you're buying this dip, like I said, this is not the time to buy the dip on Microsoft. Maybe down here at 225, even on this dip, that was okay, 245. But now, I mean, within just 2 days, this thing is up, what, $20, $22? That is insane, guys. So going into tomorrow, watch 266. If that breaks, a quick trip up to 274 is possible. To the downside, we have strong support at 260. Below that, we could be coming down to 255. And then 250 is my target. And I think I got plenty of time here on Microsoft to hit 250 and collect good premium on my put options. So Tesla stock is down 1.53% on the day, and Tesla sitting at 180.45 at the closing. Now, if you look at my screen, low volume on Tesla, and looks like nobody wants to buy Tesla nowadays, even though we're getting a nice dip here on Tesla. Looks like everybody is after Meta, Microsoft, Google, and Amazon, even Apple, but not buying Tesla, guys. So going into tomorrow, watch this big support, and we held that support today. 176, 177 right here, blue line 5 SMA. If we can hold that, we're going to see a push all the way up to 188.68, 193.73 to even 200. But critical support 177, 176 needs to hold here on Tesla. Below that, we could be coming down to 168 to 167, red line 50 SMA. And I don't see Tesla going below that right now because we have lower Bollinger Band sitting exactly at 167. Also, I said it, with Meta that we're not getting any, significant pullback where you can actually buy the dip. I mean, look at this nice dip here on Tesla. From 217, 218 on Monday, this thing came down to 164. And I actually got in here on Tesla on Monday, but not really going heavy. Got calls 180, and look at this, guys, from 164. Tesla actually made it all the way up to 184, and even today got up to 180 to 34. So if I was holding, that was money here on Tesla. And also, guys, if you want to support the channel, get all my real-time call outs, whatever I do throughout the day in the stock market, definitely check out my Patreon. Also doing 3 days of live trading. You get all my swing trade ideas, daily trade ideas, everything that I do in the market. I share all that in real time. And that's all I have for you guys tonight. Thank you so much for watching.